If I could go back to day one of my direct sales journey, this is the mindset shift that I wish I would have had on day one. Once I made this shift, everything in my business completely changed. My confidence, my income, the way that I led my team. I'm going to share with you exactly what it is so that you can apply it to your business too. When I first started my direct sales business, I thought that I was completely unqualified. I was constantly doubting myself, and I thought that success was only for those who it came natural to. You know, the ones who have it all together. And I tell myself, I'm not a salesperson. I was terrible at the retail jobs that I had. So how could I think that I could sell a product online? I didn't have a big audience. When I first launched my business, I instantly started regretting it, just thinking to myself, what if no one buys from me? I was so focused on what I lacked that I kept playing so small, and it truly was holding me back. But then I realized something. The people who were winning in this industry weren't necessarily the most talented or even the most extroverted, because if you're an introvert, you definitely feel my pain. They were the ones who just kept going. They kept showing up. They kept doing what they needed to do. They kept learning from their mistakes, and they weren't waiting until they felt ready. They were just willing to fail forward and take people along the journey with them as they learned and grew. And the moment that I stopped seeing myself as just a salesperson and started seeing what other business owners were doing and acting like a business owner, everything completely changed. I started showing up with confidence. I was a little bit delusional, acting as if I was already that top seller, as if I was already that top income earner, as if I was already that top leader. And I stopped waiting for validation and started taking ownership of my results. Because one, you don't have to be perfect to be successful. You just need to be consistent. Two, you need to reframe rejection. So many people aren't willing to put themselves out there because of that fear of rejection. When people tell you no, it's not no to you, it's no to the opportunity or the product. So take that out of your head. Instead of saying that I failed, shift it to I learned something, and take out what you learned from that experience. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone, and you truly just have to lean into it. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. Your body's natural inclination is gonna be for you to stop, because our brains are programmed to protect us from anything that seems uncomfortable or unnatural. But you're never gonna grow if you stay stuck in that comfort zone. You have to be willing to try something and know that people are not thinking the thoughts that you're thinking about yourself. So stop telling yourself, what will people think about me? Because they're not thinking about you as much as you're thinking about yourself. Things that I started doing so that I could act as if, lean into the person that I needed to become so that I can be successful. Daily affirmations, basically saying what it is that I want. I am a highly sought after top leader and top seller in my company, and I help blank amount of women every single day to get blank results. And when you say that to yourself constantly and just feed that to yourself constantly, you take hold captive of those thoughts that are holding you back, and you start doing the work that is going to help you to get the results required. It may not happen overnight, but the more you do it, the more you start believing it, and the more that you will trust the process and show up consistently. Another thing that I did was, not only did I do things that I never tried before and did them scared, but I reflected. I took time to see, what is it about this experience that could have been better? Instead of me thinking, what did I do wrong? I shifted my thought process to, what could I have done better? When you start talking to yourself like that, and start, one, celebrating your small wins. The fact that you actually went out of your comfort zone is a small win. And then two, reflect on what you could do better. It helps you to start thinking more positively, and those positive thoughts will result into a more confident you. And once I made this change, I started attracting the right people, because something that I learned from my mentor and that I truly believe is that your vibe will attract your tribe. If you're scared, intimidated, not sure, uncertain, not willing to show up, not willing to do the work, that's the type of person that you're going to attract. But when you start believing in yourself and you start showing up as this confident person that's willing to do what it takes, that is the type of person that you're going to attract. Not only business partners, but customers too. People will start to learn to love you. People will start to know who you are. They will start to like you, and they will start to trust you. I started showing up more confident in my lives because I was consistent and kept doing them and learning every single time. If you're scared of going live, the only way to overcome it is just by doing it, continuing to do it scared, and stop overthinking. And instead of feeling like I had to convince people, I simply just shared what I believed in. I simply shared why it was that this product was changing my life. What was the impact that it was having on me? How was it affecting my day-to-day? And the crazy part part, that mindset shift made all the difference. My business started growing, my leadership started growing, and I felt more fulfilled in what I was doing. Key to becoming more confident, to take those negative thoughts that you think about yourself. As one of my favorite direct sales podcasters, Bob Heilig, likes to say, those are your red light stories. They're the things that are holding you back. You're going to take those, write them down, and turn them into what he calls green light stories. These green light stories are the things that you are going to write down in a journal, in a notebook, say them to yourself in a mirror every single day. Because when you start to say those things, your words have power. It's truly biblical. When we start to speak over ourselves the things that we want, we start to take captive the thoughts that are holding us back, start to believe in that, believe in the calling, believe in the purpose that God has in our life, become that confident person that we've always longed to be. And you'll be shocked by the transformation that you will have when you start implementing these things. I know myself personally, I never in a million years would have ever said these words about myself. I am a confident person. Direct sales truly was the biggest personal development investment that I could have ever done for myself, and truly is what taught me to learn how to overcome the fear of what others thought of me, overcome the fear of rejection, and learn to become secure in my body and my abilities and my appearance and show up as my authentic self. And what I've learned is that the people who do end up rejecting you, saying whatever nonsense it is that they're going to say about you, those just aren't your people, and it's okay. In the beginning, you may lose a few friendships, you may grow a little bit distant, but let me tell you, those are the people that were going to hold you back from the greatness that you have inside of you. So if you take one thing away from today's video, let it be this: act like the business owner that you want to become, not like the one that you feel like today. Comment down below, what's one mindset block that you're working on overcoming in your business right now? Let me know down below. Let's turn that red light story into a green light story together. And if you found this video helpful, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to send it to a friend who may be struggling with their mindset in their business, and subscribe for more lessons that I've learned direct sales for the past 4 years. And I'll see you guys in the next one.